Hey there, so I'm going to go through how to make $10,000 next month. Now, it sounds like a gimmicky kind of thing, right? It's like, how do I make $10,000 next month? But it is true, you can do it. You can do it, and this is how you're gonna do it. Really simple is in order to kind of get any kind of goal, it could be 100K, it could be 20K, etc. The first thing to do is to be able to see it. And right now, if you have a staff, then you have to let them see it, but see it in a very simplistic way, right? 10K is just, it's just intimidating. So how do we chunk it down, right? So that's the goal. So the first thing we want to do is just establish, it's called RPM. If you kind of see some of my coaching style of what I've kind of taken and adopted myself is using a strategy called RPM, which is your results, the purpose, and then the last step, which is the easiest part, is just strategy. And you're going to see how I'm going to do it right now. So our R is, plus 10K. We're going to make $10,000 this next month. And I'm going to show my team how to do so. And in fact, I'm going to obviously facilitate and make sure that we are going to hit it, right? So the next thing is P. This is, if you read, Simon Sinek and any kind of authors, why is the big thing? What's your purpose, right? Why is it that you want 10K? Let's just make sure that we're doing it for the right reason. If you have a team right now, if you're big enough to have a team, and your team could be one other person, 2, 3, etc., you also want to know that it's not your why they care about, it's their why as well too. So you might do this 2 times, one on your own and one with your team. But the why is going to be a little bit more global, but let's take it to the owner itself. So why do I want 10K? Well, it's going to allow me to give out a bonus, right? It's going to allow me to hire our next front desk. It's going to allow me to hire the next, my marketing assistant. It's going to allow the office to be able to purchase, another a modality, an equipment, whatever it is, right? So we can say equipment. We can say a day off, right? It could be selfishly for you, but let's go deeper until it hits a chord, right? Because we call it, or I'll steal it too, which is the 7 layers of why. Let's keep on diving deeper until you hit something that is actually passionate enough for you to kind of move forward. Because the last part, the M, is the easiest part, right? So, it might be to be able to hang with my kids, to go golf, to buy a new car, or whatever it is, right? So, I want you guys to kind of dig deep, find out what your why is, because that's the most important thing. The rest, it's, once you have a drive, you're going to be able to do it. But let's focus on that. So we got the results, we got the why, right? I'm going to say it's because I want to be able to, I hang with my kids already. I'm going to say golf. I want to have a little more time to be golfing, to be hanging out and not worry about other things. In order to do so, that 10K is going to allow me to hire someone else to do the work that I'm doing, answering emails, doing some of the budget stuff, just at least do the grunt work, and I can just do my thing and just analyze it. So the last step is massive action. So at 10K, I need to see what 10K is. So just for this purpose, not to get too long with the video, I need to see how 10K, how I can chunk it. So if you look at a patient value, I know we have a personal trainer on this group too. So think about it, like what's a client worth to you, right? So an easy value for me for quick math is 1 patient equals $1,500 to me. So every patient that I get, every new patient that I get, it's worth $1,500. How do I get that? on average, when a person sees us in the clinic, they stay on average of 10 visits, and we get $150 a session. So that's where we get $1,500, right? So in order for me to get $10,000 profit on top, we need to see, as an office, we need to see, the math is a little bit off, but it's really 7 visits. Now, for easy math, if the patient's worth $1,000 to you, all you need to see is 10 patients, right? So now I want to keep on going down. 7 visits, right? Now we have 4 months. How many visits do we need to see? You know, I don't know, a little bit like three new patients per week. And now my team needs to know that all we have to do is see 3 new patients per week. Now that's why I said, now that we can see that, if you have a team, you're gonna ask them, hey guys, you're not gonna ask them how we're gonna make $10,000. You're gonna ask them, how do we see 3 new patients per week? Now, depending on who you're talking to, if you have a team, I might talk to my front desk, I might talk to my my marketer, my marketing assistant, I might talk to my PTs, because everyone in your team plays a role in this. And don't feel like you always have to do everything yourself. But remember, you have ideas yourself. You're not gonna come in and ask them just for ideas, because you already have an answer, but you want them to actively participate. So remember, the next time you have an issue or problem, they're gonna be able to solve it, right? So in order to do that, we need, 10 leads a week. So maybe my job is to get 10 leads or chances, and I have to create that, depending on what your role is. My front desk has to convert really 30% if I do that. So my job is to increase 10 leads a week. That could be internet, that could be literally reaching out, that could be telling my PTs that, hey, every patient for this week, you're gonna ask them, do you know anyone who would benefit from my services? Simply that. For my front desk, I will do the same thing. For the calls that they get, I will give them the goals that we talked about. Answer the phone within 10 minutes, respond to them within the 10 minutes, work on the sales talk, whatever it is. But if you can get 3 new patients a week, is that hard? No, it isn't, right? If you say, how do I make 10K? They can't see it. Money's emotional, but you're gonna keep them to their power suit, their strength, and telling them or asking your team how to make 3 new patients. Now, this is, like I said, the M is very interchangeable, right? Because maybe we don't want to talk about new patients. Remember, the easiest way to make more money is to allow people to increase their frequency or have them buy more, right? So I'm gonna say, buy more. What do I mean by that? So in the PT world, could your patients come in another time that will only improve their outcome, right? Can buy more in the PT world? Can they check their billing? Are they billing correctly? Are you doing re-evals? Are you not using modalities, untimed codes, strategies like that, right? Well, that will quickly raise everything up. Re-evaluations are the lowest hanging fruit. In order to, have them come more frequently or upsell, you can have other things that they can buy. Do you do laser? Do you do any kind of personal training sessions that your ancillary staff can do, your aides, etc.? The whole point is the M, the massive action, is the easiest part. But if you can easily bring it down to, how do you break that down into something you can see? Like I said, for new patients, it was 7 visits. You can do it in many other ways, but that is just simply the way you can do it. Get this out of your head. That's the most intimidating thing. The biggest thing for you as a business owner, as a leader, is to show your team how to get it. And if you don't have a team right now, it's okay, right? But then you want to be able to chunk it down yourself and allow yourself the opportunity to make that, but make it very simple. It's the next smallest step. Don't look at it in 4 months, in 4 weeks, right? Because even if you don't get it next month, not bad if you get it in 2 months, right? Get the pressure off yourself, make it very small, chunk it to a place where you can see it. Now, I hope that, helped you guys. I know these things that we have, are about to have a staff meeting right now. We're gonna go over kind of the strategies and have my team see it. But most importantly, they're gonna tell me and give me ideas. And we'll kind of make sure that we leave the meeting with some direct action steps. So in this example, let's talk about new patients. Simply, if you need 7 new patients, because my patient was worth $1,500, right? If I only needed 7 new patients for the month in order to get that, then what are my strategies? I could send out to my pre-existing email list, kind of a free screen strategy. Call up 10 people, email them, make a personal video. Hey, it's Karan, it's been 3 months since I last saw you. Just want to check up on you, see how your back is doing. Why don't you come in for a free assessment? Let's take a look at that back, right? The same thing too. I might, even if they don't need me, they're gonna, we're dealing with soft tissue stuff. If you're a personal trainer, people always kind of fall off, right? So you want to get them back on. The second part is same thing too. Maybe you run a Facebook ad. Maybe reach out to a primary physician, right? Or like a major referral source, whoever it is. It could be a yoga instructor, it could be a personal trainer that you're affiliated with, whatever. The point is that massive action part is very simple. Work on getting your results. Don't doubt yourself, clear head. So the best time to do that is when you're at your highest state. It could be in the morning, it could be in the afternoon, I don't know. For me, it's always in the morning. And then the second part is get your P, get your purpose. Why? Why do you care? If you have a team and you're gonna share this with them, why do they care? Maybe it's to get the office, like I said, that new equipment. Maybe it's to hit their bonus, whatever it is, okay? So focus on the why. The strategy is that's the easiest part. You guys will get it. Like I said, if you're in your highest state, you'll be able to go through this stuff. What I do challenge you is not to think and really be creative and try to block out and just write the ways that you can do it. Don't say you can't do this because of that, right? That's always the hardest thing, especially when you do it alone. All right, so try that out. I hope that helps because I know it helps me. I want to see 10 more K in your pocket by next month.